You have a lot of traffic. You could cut some traffic off and probably get 25 frames.
There's a lot of traffic here right now. Look at all of these.
1,000.
Gears extended, great.
Yeah, gears extended.
Sync rate. Too low. Laps.
American 295 heading. Contact Southwest 121.675. 121.675. American 295 heading.
So many lights singing.
Just look at fucking scenery out there.
500.
Oh, this might be BVA's,
400.
their,
Their update?
yeah.
Exit to location.
300.
It screwed up another airport, too.
200.
Atlanta traffic on Tony.
Parking traffic.
Oh, yeah, he's-
100. Minimums 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
9510, taxi to position and hold. Position and hold. United 540.
Jesus.
What's fucking out here, everybody? I don't know how to spin this bitch around.
Fire Towers, American 411, and runway 32 left, ready for takeoff. IFR, American 411, short, runway 32.
Good afternoon. So this is a much more in-depth tour of the simulator we had built here in my apartment. So what this allows you to do is kind of look at things a little bit more detailed, and we'll walk you just through how it was built, a little bit of what's in the room, the computers that support it, and all that good stuff. So to start off with, as you can see, it's a foam core built material frame that we built around the sim. The overhead lightings that you see there, the little cabin lightings, are arranged through a DC power supply, and they're pretty much the lights from old RVs we found in a surplus materials store. Looking around here again, this is a little more laid out here. We've got the captain's side, we've got the iPad that gives us access to all the approach plates. We still use some of the paper documents that allow us to just get some of the information that maybe we can't get as quick. On top of that, this is arranged also with a tiller wheel that's a stick. It's not yet arranged for an Airbus layout, but it is something I'm considering maybe repositioning. Here are the PFD, MFD displays. We kind of grouped everything together, that way it could be used a little more smoothly. Next upgrades obviously are going to be an MCP panel that's a little more functional. We use this panel for radios, and then the autopilot when it does work, when we get arranged, there are modes that it does work in, our switch panel, gears, etc. But we do use the MCP panel in the the main flight display, or multifunction flight display, sorry, the MFD. And then we have our ICAS systems, engine performance, our two FMCs. These do support the FMCs, but we have to network and use apps from that. Throttles, pretty much just a twin engine turbine arrangement, flap settings like on the 37, but again, versatile in a lot of different applications. So down here, we just have extra radios to use for the auto landing systems. If you're an IFR Cat 3 systems, there's arranged there too, that we can be able to set that up. And again, you know, if you've got transponder codes that you want to enter in, or if you're going to like DME range or transponder codes are arranged that way, you can flip through. And then if you're using the ADFs, that's available there for you too. So as you can see, it's all kind of together. The two mouse control actually one pointer arrow in the system, but allows both first officer and captain to navigate whatever buttons they need to push through the overhead, etc., or through the FMCs. So obviously someone is always flying, which is, of course, your basic rule or the number one rule in the cockpit. No matter what's going on, somebody has to fly the airplane. We have a small wired keyboard over here. This is a wireless. It just was a little more easier than the wired, so we just kind of upgraded with that. Still the same yokes. They do take over when input. So the last one that puts the input actually takes over. So still positive control needs to be identified in the cockpit. There is an additional tiller wheel on this side too, first off, so you can steer with the nose gear. And again, our PFDs allow us to have different information. The TCAS systems are active on that too. Same PMDG setup there with their software. So this kind of gives you an idea of what's going on here, how this was built. I never really broke that down so that you could maybe build your own or kind of use this as an inspiration base to kind of build off. On this side are just all the computers that we use, all the ancillary computers for weather data, live ATC if you want to have it in the background. We do our flight planning off of that. We are going to be planning to network these in to help do some resource task management for the sim itself. Again, if you have any other ideas or any input that you want to provide, please go ahead and put that in the chat box below. And I look forward to hearing from all of you. Thanks again.
100. 50, 30, 20, 10,